everyone, I'm Victoria and welcome back. Today is Supernatural Monday, and we're going to be doing the Waverly Hills Sanatorium, which I can't wait. I know a lot about the Waverly Hills Sanatorium, but not enough to do like a full video like I have been doing with my true crime videos, so I'm super excited to know a little bit more about. I want to give a shout out to Buzzfeed Unsolved for doing this, as well as Shane and Brian, who are actually in this video, and to Buzzfeed for letting me do these videos, because they really don't have to. They really wanted to. I'm hoping this will shed some light on some asylums, and I can get you guys' opinion on doing more asylums or sanatoriums in the future. I know I really want to do the Eastern State Penitentiary as well as the Pinhurst Asylum, so let me know what kind of places you want to see, especially when it comes to supernatural. And if I can't find a video on it, I have done a lot of research on different places, so I would be more than happy to do just a regular video like this and talk to you about it. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, this one is, they called it Waverly Hills Hospital, but it's Waverly Hills Sanatorium, I believe, is the official name of it. So let's go ahead and get started.
For you, everything in the building is going to look like this.
Oh my god. And I guess this is where we're fucking sleeping because we're idiots.
Oh, they're sleeping there. Okay.
How are you feeling? Are you
Good luck, guys.
I'm a little nervous. I got that familiar knot that's usually in my stomach when I go to these places. I've seen this one on several shows before and always thought there's no way in hell I'm gonna go there.
Sanatorium,
So
yeah.
approaching Waverly.
The look of this building is so imposing. I'm surprised you're conscious right now.
I'm
Yeah.
keeping it together for now.
Yeah.
There's a good chance tonight is the night you see me die on camera.
It kind of looks like a castle.
Kind of looks like hell.
It looks like Hogwarts.
There's not one part of you that's like, oh
Very
man,
different
I'm really in for it now.
sayings.
I mean, I don't.
What in the fuck is that?
It's just a big metal thing. That's
Sure.
not a ghost. That's metal.
Jesus Christ.
I think you should let them know that we're entering. You know, just give them a quick, hey ghouls, the boys are here.
This is why I like Shane, especially when it comes to these supernatural videos, because he doesn't believe in, the supernatural, so it's very funny to see what he does. And then Ryan's reaction to just what he does is just great. It's perfect right
This
here.
week on Buzzfeed Unsolved, we explore Waverly Hills Sanatorium as part of our ongoing investigation into the question, are ghosts real?
Oh,
As with
they're
most
doing an ongoing investigation. I thought it was just one of those, like,
places we
every once in a
investigate,
while.
it doesn't have the most pleasant history, making it
No.
one of the most haunted places in the world.
Oh,
And as you can see,
it's considered one of the most haunted places in the world. I could see that. In America, I'm not too sure. There's a few places that could beat this out. I in my opinion.
this is the place where nightmares are made.
Totally.
It's very dark. It's a dark hallway.
Yeah.
I just don't get any of this. I don't understand.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's break down the history for Mr.
Yeah.
Robot over there.
Let's go
please.
ahead.
On July 26, 1910, Waverly Hills Sanatorium.
I'm almost positive this is one of the sanatoriums that had a huge, or they used for tuberculosis patients. I'm almost positive. I can't fully remember. I know there was multiple places that held tuberculosis patients, especially in the early 1900s. So I guess we'll find out.
Sanatorium open to treat patients of tuberculosis.
Speaking of tuberculosis, I was right. I just didn't let him finish.
October 17th, 1926, a bigger version of Waverly Hills that we are now sitting in tonight, open to accommodate the overflow of patients from the tuberculosis epidemic.
Yeah.
The hospital is 5 stories tall and
Ooh.
was built on a quiet space atop a hill, where it was thought that patients would be at peace and receive lots of fresh air.
So far it already reminds me of those Like, if you see my Outlast videos, like, Murkoff Asylum, and, like, a closed, far-off place away from everything just kind of seems creepy already.
Most importantly, it would keep the patients quarantined far away from crowded areas.
Fair, if they've got tuberculosis, I mean. It's funny, because I just had the TB test to see if I had tuberculosis for school. Came back negative, don't have tuberculosis, but I think it's crazy that it's not required to take that test, but a lot of places, it's not required just in general to take that test, but they do require it for places like college and workplaces. So I think that's kind of crazy that we don't see it as much very often unless my doctor actually told me that she used to work in California, and she would see a lot of immigrants would come there and they would have tuberculosis. So I just thought it was crazy that there it's still a common thing, whereas here in North Carolina and closer to the East Coast, it's a little less common, or at least I think.
Fuck.
I definitely haven't seen someone who
I feel
actually
awful
had it.
right now.
It's like one of the Conjuring films. I got a little
Okay.
spoiler for you. Everything in the building is going to look like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
Really gotta know everything.
probably.
We've done it now.
Let's provide a little background on tuberculosis. Tuberculosis, also known as TB, or
Yeah.
the White Plague, is a bacterial infection.
That's why now they call it the TB test, or I think the Tdap is a different thing, but they do a TB test, and there's two ways of doing it. One through looking through your blood, and then the most common way is, I think, the most common way is they put a little bit of fluid, I don't know what the fluid actually is, into your skin, which is what they did with me. You probably can't see it, but and it just kind of bubbles there, and within 48 hours, if it's not gone, if the bubbles haven't disappeared from underneath your skin, or there's a rash or any kind of infection, usually that means you have tuberculosis. But if everything goes away, now I had a little bit of bruising because of how it was placed in my arm, but other than that, I mean, as long as there's no infection, no redness, no itching, no nothing like that, that means you don't have it. So I do know a little bit about tuberculosis. I don't know a lot, but I do know it was huge, and a lot of people had it. Actually, one of my colleges that I was supposed to go to, one of their buildings housed tuberculosis patients, so they make it mandatory for you to take it every 6 months, take the test every 6 months, because they don't want to have anything like that on campus. So
Contracted by breathing in air containing Mycobacterium tuberculosis. The bacteria could eat away at the lungs and overall claimed roughly 2 billion lives in total, billed as, quote, the plague of all plagues, end quote.
I'm glad.
I don't know if it's the plague of all plagues. I mean, have you seen what the Black Death does? But yeah, I understand. I mean, early 1900s, the tuberculosis was huge. They were thinking it wasn't gonna get any better until obviously they found a way to keep people from getting tuberculosis. So it was about like how it is now with COVID, except it was a lot worse. Tuberculosis was a lot worse than probably COVID is. I know there's people who have COVID and can get out of it, while others, unfortunately do end up passing away. And we do have a lot of people who do end up passing away. Fortunately, I don't think it's 2 billion people in just a short period of time like that. And I'm pretty sure that if you did get tuberculosis, there was no way of you recovering like you can with COVID. So I'm not too sure.
Glad we're done with that.
Yeah, that was.
I'm not a doctor, so I could be wrong on some of that, but that's what I think is correct.
That was a rough time in history.
Just
Yeah.
everybody died. I
Yeah.
feel like in every movie about a period before 1940 or something, there's a part in the movie where someone coughs and everybody looks at him.
And there's blood on the
And there's
handkerchief.
blood
He's
on
like,
the handkerchief.
tucks it in his jacket real quick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it wasn't great.
Around the turn of the 20th century, tuberculosis ran rampant in the warm, wet weather of Kentucky, and the demand for treatment necessitated a facility like Waverly Hills Sanatorium. It could accommodate up to 500 patients.
Damn.
Unfortunately, not all the treatment was effective.
Yeah.
According to owner Tina Mattingly, Waverly also used electroshock therapy to treat patients whose tuberculosis spread to the brain.
I don't think electroshock therapy would have been the best thing to do. I don't think it really helped many people, other than fry the living crap out of their brain. But I mean, if it works,
The electroshock therapy is on the first floor, what we call the morgue wing. And electroshock is where they performed on the patients that got tuberculosis of the brain. Probably didn't help them, I'm sure,
No.
but they didn't know what else to do.
There's a little
Yeah.
theater in here.
Yeah, it's set up because sometimes they put stuff on for Halloween,
oh,
but this is the
that's
room.
nice.
Do you feel strange?
No.
Sit down on this couch. Oof.
Oh,
It's filthy.
Yeah, well, we're gonna be sleeping on the ground later, so it doesn't really matter, does it?
I think the ground is cleaner than this couch.
It's
Yeah,
dusty.
probably.
My butt cheeks now.
Yeah, that's a perfect butt print. You got your two pockets there.
Oh, look at that! The two pockets and everything.
that's
There's
great.
butt. Someone will come here in a week and they'll be like, "It's a good ghost butt." A lot of you are probably very unhappy here. It seems like a room where they were doing a lot of medical things that maybe you didn't enjoy.
Yeah.
If you're here, we're gonna be real quiet right now. Maybe make some noise. Okay, here we go. Shockingly, I'm not really hearing anything. This is the biggest upset. I did not see this coming.
Shut up,
Interestingly
Shane.
enough, due to the fact that tuberculosis is highly contagious, Waverly
Yeah,
Hills
very.
was largely self-sufficient. They grew their own food, raised animals, had a post office, etc. Basically, once you went to Waverly Hills, whether you were a patient, nurse, or doctor, you were no longer part of the outside world. Eventually, a vaccine was made readily available for tuberculosis, and Waverly Hills closed its doors in 1961.
I think most people actually get the tuberculosis vaccine. That may be the Tdap shot. I'm not too sure. But I'm almost positive pretty much everyone has to get it now in order to go to many places or do many things, just because they're terrified that it might come back.
It's been debated how many died within its walls before doing so.
Probably
Current
a
co-owner
lot.
Tina Mattingly has claimed the number is approximately in the tens of thousands, but nobody can know for sure.
Yeah.
Regardless, death was so common that the hospital
I'm almost positive they probably didn't have records of the deaths at that time just due to, it being the early 1900s. I mean, there's not much that they could have done, and with so many people probably dying, they probably lost count. I mean,
hospital actually contains a horrifying area nicknamed the Body Chute. A
yes.
tunnel used
A tunnel used to dispose of the dead bodies. Basically, they were terrified that those dead bodies could, give tuberculosis to other people. So instead of burying them like normal, they throw the bodies down the chute, and they just kind of pile up. I'm pretty sure at the end of this body chute now, there's probably a bunch of skeletons down there, or at least something similar to that. It almost, in my head, it's almost like the Paris catacombs, where you see a whole bunch of dead bodies, or dead skeletons and stuff. Probably not the reality of it, but
dispose of dead bodies out of eyesight from the other patients.
yeah.
The tunnel is roughly 500 feet long and leads down the hill.
If I were staying here, I wouldn't want to be watching them shuttle bodies through the hall all day.
Like, oh, where's Pete?
They shooted him.
They shooted them.
Pete Dunn got shooted.
Mm.
Is that the body
I
chute?
think this is the body chute.
Well, let's take a look.
Oh my god, this is awful.
Now this is the
Oh.
nightmare.
Oh no, no,
Oh.
no, 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 no.
I'm with Ryan on this one.
No.
Oh.
You have gotta be fucking Are you fucking kidding me, dude?
This is like Satan's cement butthole.
Oh my god, dude.
Shit.
Oh my god. How far does this go? Are we going to hell?
Let's find out.
If there's anybody down
Okay,
here.
I'm with
Maybe.
Ryan on this one. I would not be going down that tunnel. Shane is just like, I don't care, but Ryan,
in this tunnel,
This is a witch hole.
let us
knowing
know. Make your
so many
presence
people
known. Preferably now and not when we get to the bottom of this tunnel. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. It looks like there's a soccer ball at the bottom.
Well, that's good.
Oh my god.
I
Are
don't
you
know if
serious?
that soccer ball is good. You seriously gonna walk behind there?
What is that? The wind?
I don't know.
I thought it was the wind.
I don't know what the fuck that was. It was some weird whoop noise.
What
A
if I
weird
go up there?
noise.
And you stay down here, and we turn our lights off, and see if we hear anything.
What if you go fuck yourself? How about that? How long am I staying down here? A minute? Yeah. Fuck. All
At least
right.
it's not 5 minutes or 10.
Lights off in 3, 2, 1. Oh god. Oh no no no.
I
hate
couldn't.
this.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I didn't even get to do all the things on my bucket list.
He's like, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. I know it.
Did you hear that?
Is it a minute yet? Please tell me it's been a minute.
Okay, I heard the screeching noise.
Hello?
Okay.
Whew.
I can hear that.
Get me the fuck out of here. I'm leaving.
I don't think he
My
heard
host
that.
at the bottom.
I don't
I'm
think
gonna
he
imagine
heard that
place is the
screeching.
closest thing to hell.
Not really, because there's no malice there. It's just dead people. It's people who died of a disease, and they.
You gotta imagine when their like soul is out and they're watching it get dragged like a World War II victim down this creepy, dingy tunnel is not the thing that you would like to see.
What do you want me to do? Like,
I could
carry
just
them on
imagine
a
with the
golden velvet
body
couch?
bag just
I'm
going
just
down
saying it's,
with that.
it's an uncomfortable place.
How dare they dispose of my body?
I'm just
They
saying.
should leave it in the
just
hallway to
saying.
rot.
The spirits of the countless who died here are said to now haunt this facility, making Waverly Hills Sanatorium
It would
potentially
make
one of the
sense.
most haunted places in the world.
I didn't realize that was Shane. I thought it was like a animated like thing or something.
That being said, let's get into some of the reports of paranormal activity.
Yes.
Visitors often claim they hear the sound of children's laughter. Slamming doors
There
are said
was
to be
a lot of
common
kids.
occurrence. Some insist faces have appeared in windows to rooms that are unoccupied and in photos where nobody was standing. Waverly Hills is also famous for its
So,
reports.
yes, there was a lot of kids. Unfortunately, there was a lot of kids who did come down with tuberculosis. You know, kids in general have a less weak, I guess, a weaker immune system. So there was a lot of kids who got tuberculosis and ended up in, you know, the Waverly Hills Sanatorium, which is unfortunate because most of them never made it back out, and went down the body chute. But yeah, that's why there's been a lot of laughter. That, or if I'm almost positive that this is an actual fact. I'm not 100%, but I'm almost positive that if the kid's parents came down with tuberculosis, the kid would have to go, and then would most of the time end up with tuberculosis in the end. So it's very sad.
Of shadow people, which are shadowy figures that people claim to see all over the hospital.
If
Makes
you look
sense.
down this hallway long enough, your eyes are going to look at that darkness, and eventually you start to see movement in
Yeah.
darkness. When there's nothing there, your eyes sort of fill the void.
Yeah, I got the chills
Yeah.
just thinking about it.
He's not
You ever
wrong.
heard that old thing about when you look at your face in the mirror in low light, and eventually it sort of looks dim?
There. God, that'd be scary.
The original.
Is she talking about like right here? Cause that looks like a post or something in the middle of the room. Doesn't look like a ghost or anything like that. Other than that, I just see like a door right here.
It does look like a full body
And the fact that she
apparition.
never could send you
That
the
doesn't give
original
you the
should
chills.
Well, I mean,
On the third floor,
Should
there
tell
are
you
reports
something.
of a little boy named Timmy who
Aw,
likes to
Timmy.
play with a blue rubber ball. All right,
Aw.
Timmy. My name's Ryan. This is my pal Shane.
hi Tim.
I hear you like
He
balls.
sounds
No, wait.
Can we do a retake on that one? That had to be intentional.
I swear to God, I'm not doing this on purpose.
This is a bit.
No, it's not a fucking bit. I'm sorry. I'm gonna bounce my ball. See, it's a bouncy ball. You like that? I like it. Want to play? Oh, fuck.
You want to play? Well, you sound threatening. Like, you want to play? Let's fucking play.
Timmy, I'm very scared, but if you could throw this ball back, I won't be as scared.
Oh my God, that's the biggest lie I've ever heard.
Yeah,
All right,
like
Timmy,
you'd
I'm
be
throwing the
even
ball
more
down.
scared.
You ready? All right.
Let's see. Come on, Timmy. Come on.
It bounced a few extra times. So did you hear that?
Do you think it bounced? I thought it bounced a couple extra times, but I thought it was just my mind playing tricks on me.
It sounded like it stopped and then it bounced a little more.
Yeah, it did. It
I don't know
did.
if that means ghost.
I heard it. It did the whole like stop, and then it went again. So
But
I don't know if maybe it was
Walk
the
down the
ball
platform.
stopping, and then
That's the
Timmy
most
picking up
serious
the
I've
ball
ever
or
seen.
something. But
Let's
it
walk
went
down there, find out.
All right, Timmy, we're coming to get the ball. I don't know where it went.
Do you want the flashlight?
Do you want the
Oh, there it
flashlight?
is.
Wait,
No way.
how is it down a hallway?
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh,
the
Ryan's
ball
name.
No, the ball stopped here. How the fuck is that
Ryan, the ball-
possible?
The ball stopped right here.
How is that possible? Oh no!
They know. Ryan, they know.
Shut up, dude. You know this is fucking weird. Shut up.
The ball came right into this hallway.
I
Yeah,
know the odds are, Timmy, that
That was weird that it went into the hallway. Not that, Ryan's name was there, because you see all the graffiti.
my ball would land right next to my name down there that I didn't know existed. I'm gonna roll the ball one more time, Timmy. We're coming over, Timmy. Where did this thing go?
I think it's one of them.
Oh, it's right there in the middle.
Oh, perfect. Now that's a good throw, Ryan.
I mean, that's exactly how I threw it last time.
No, it
It's
wasn't.
right in the
Yes,
middle.
it was.
No.
It's like directly in the middle of the floor.
Yeah,
So you think because
Like
it's in the
directly.
middle now, it was moved before?
I don't know.
That's exactly what I think.
I don't
You don't think
know.
it's odd that it stopped in the middle and then before it went into the room by my name?
But it also stopped at the "I love pot" graffiti, so maybe this ghost just lived to blaze it.
It's rumored that
Yes,
patients whose
Timmy.
infection spread to the brain, rendering them insane, were sent to the 5th floor. So let's make the journey upward. All right. This is the
Go to
floor
the
I'm
5th
really
floor.
not stoked to go on. One room in particular on this
He
floor
hates
that's
this.
arguably the most active and definitely the most controversial is room 502. The famous 502.
I've heard about
I guess this
502.
is what we're
I don't know
fucking
much,
we're
but
idiots.
I know it was
This is what we like to do.
haunted or something.
Room 502 has a reputation due to the 2 suicides that supposedly occurred.
That would be
there.
it.
One story has it that in 1932, a nurse jumped to her death from the 5th floor patio near room 502, though
Aw.
others believe she was actually pushed.
Huh.
Right around here is probably where she jumped off. The second nurse to die here.
Yeah, it's a hell of a fall.
That'll do it.
I mean, if she was 5 feet or taller, a good gust could just knock her over. Because
It's
even when I
true.
was looking over there.
The other suicide reportedly occurred 4 years earlier in 1928 when
Nurse.
nurse Mary Hillenberg hung herself just
Oh.
outside room 502. Another theory is
That's
that
the one
Mary
I
got
heard
pregnant
about.
by
That's the one I heard about, was that she committed suicide by hanging. Uh, I don't know why. I'm assuming it's because she got pregnant by
one of the doctors, and when he tried to perform an abortion, she died, and the suicide was staged.
Oh.
So according to Tina, here's 502, they found the nurse hanging right around here. So if we were to sleep in this area,
Oh, that's right.
Sorry.
That's right where it happened.
we would be sleeping right where it happened.
I could tell you some
Sorry.
stories about the 5th floor.
Ooh.
Oh, sure, let's hear
I've
them.
had guys, people for security.
Ryan was not happy about that. He was like, "Oh, sure, yeah."
Reasons stay up on the 5th floor in tents. And they had things hit their tents all night long. You hear kids giggling and stuff.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fun. Cool. That's
Yeah.
where we're going to be
So
sleeping.
you have fun
Awesome.
with that. I've been here almost 16 years and I've never done it.
Well, that's good that we're going to, really tee
Yeah,
that
you're
off.
gonna do something that I've never done.
Awesome.
Oh,
Go big or
cool.
go home. Well, this place I realized is different for a number of reasons. One, if we were at the Sally house, it's like, oh, run out the front door. Whereas here,
You're like trapped.
yeah, we're on the roof more or less.
Yeah.
Oh my god, did you hear that?
No. What are you talking?
Are you serious? Did you hear that?
I didn't
What
hear anything.
happened?
I heard a whisper.
No, you didn't hear a whisper.
I swear to god I heard a whisper.
There's a lot of wind moving around
Nope,
right now.
nope.
This is 3:40 a.m. This is like the hour. It's called, I believe it's called the Devil's Hour or something.
What did the whisper say?
I don't know.
Nice.
Sure, it wasn't just a car in the distance.
No, it sounded like someone saying something. Oh man, am I just freaking myself out again?
Yeah.
I thought you swear you didn't hear it? It made my hair stand up.
Just go to sleep.
No.
Shane's like, shut up.
Hello. Oh, you can't even see me. It's so dark in here because I'm going to sleep.
Shane's next to me. He's asleep. Or I may have just woken him up, but I don't really care. Literally, like 6 feet away from me. a
He
lady-
called his girlfriend. He called his girlfriend because he got scared.
himself.
Why? Why are you doing this to yourself?
I asked myself that a lot too. I don't understand why I do these things. Shane, how are you? I thought you were asleep.
I don't remember. I think I was asleep when you called Helen in the first place because I woke up and I heard a voice and I was like, what the fuck is going on?
You've been asleep for 45 minutes.
Oh, nice.
Oh, did Shane think I was a ghost?
Yeah.
Shane also thinks it was a coincidence that the ball landed under Ryan. What do you think?
I think Timmy wants to be your friend.
Oh, there you go. Timmy wants to be his friend.
Well, that was a sleepless night. Let's go check in on Mr. Shane.
His location is cleared.
Well,
Time to go!
it's been real. You still have an opportunity here. Golden moment to seize glory. You hear that, ghost? That's Ryan Bergara 1, Waverly Hills Sanatorium 0. How does that feel?
You fucking wimps.
Is Waverly Hills Sanatorium
I love how confident he is in the daytime versus the nighttime.
haunted? It remains.
Actually, do you think this place is haunted?
No.
I think it is.
Due to the countless deaths that occurred within its walls, it's no surprise to me that many report this once busy hospital is haunted.
There's the demon hole. Goodbye. Body shoot.
And although nothing we experienced tonight changes that reputation in my mind, whether or not Waverly Hills Sanatorium is definitively haunted will remain unsolved.
Okay. Do I think Waverly Hills Sanatorium is haunted? I don't know. I haven't been there. Do I think what happened was horrible? Absolutely. I mean, probably thousands, if not thousands, maybe even 1 million people died in that hospital or sanatorium. Like, including kids. It was a very dark time, especially in American history, where people were terrified, and unfortunately, it's something that happens. Unfortunately, currently we live in a time of COVID, and people were terrified. Is terrified about COVID, although in the end, COVID isn't as bad as tuberculosis, it just shows that sometimes it's difficult to go through something as big as tuberculosis or COVID, or, you know, even, you know, going back hundreds of years to the Black Plague. I mean, it's horrible going through stuff like this, but it's a part of life. We all have to go through it. We all don't want to go through it, but we have to anyway sometimes. So it's part of life. Anyway, I'm Victoria. Let me know what you want to see in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Turn on notifications. I noticed that there was a lot of you that watch my videos but aren't subscribed, so I would say go ahead and subscribe, because I have videos coming out every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. So make sure to do that. And as always, have a great and wonderful day. Bye!